Good afternoon. I'm here to talk about a movie called Henry's Crime, starring Keanu Reeves and Vera Farmiga, if that's how you say her name, as well as James Caan, and then some minor people who doesn't matter. But God, that movie. Well, first off, what is it? It's like a crime comedy about this guy Henry, played by Keanu Reeves, who he goes to prison for a bank robbery that basically he gets dragged along with, and he doesn't even know it's a bank robbery. So he goes to prison for like a crime that his friends set him up for, and for some reason he's loyal to his friends and doesn't say anything, even though his friends are assholes. And he goes to prison for a couple of years, and when he gets out, he decides, well, I did the time. I might as well do the crime. So he decides to actually rob the bank that he was wrongly accused of trying to rob in the first place. And he recruits James Caan, who he was, serving time with. And basically, their plan is to like tunnel from this local theater into the bank. But a romance forms between Keanu Reeves and Vera Farmiga, who's this girl who's an actor, an actress, whatever, at this theater. And you can see where the whole fucking thing is going. It's mildly funny at times. There's funny lines. Especially James Caan, he can be pretty funny. Vera Farmiga has some funny lines. That's it. That's the only thing you could say about this movie. Otherwise, it fucking sucks, man. Yeah, it's like mildly entertaining, mildly funny at moments. Some well-written lines. None of them stick out in my mind, though, afterwards. I would have had to take notes. It's like, oh, this is kind of clever. But the rest of it is just painfully dull and stupid. And it doesn't have any good characters in it. Like, James Caan is kind of funny, but he's cartoony. Like, this guy that enjoys prison, he doesn't care if he goes back. Vera Farmiga, she's decent in it. Just a lady that wants to be an actress. She wants to be famous. Like, the worst central character ever in Henry. Who's just like this total blank slate. I remember seeing a review for this on At the Movies where they liked it, which is why I wanted to see it. And remember what's his name, Vishnevetsky or something? I can't say his name ever. He's like, Keanu Reeves has this quality where he always seems like he just woke up with amnesia, but he's trying not to let on to anyone else that he doesn't know who the hell he is. Which is totally true. It's a great, I don't know, analysis of Keanu Reeves' acting. But he finds roles that make it work, like The Matrix or whatever. I mean, he generally gets good movies. It seems like he cares what he picks out. Like, he finds roles that fit, for his acting range or whatever. Like, he seems good at that. And this role kind of fits him too, because the guy, there's nothing to the guy. But that doesn't make it any fucking good, I mean, the guy is just like there's nothing, blank slate, dumbass, like total dumbass. Oh, it goes to jail for his friends, even though his friends are dickheads that brought him along on a bank robbery and didn't tell him. And then he gets out and he wants to rob the bank for, I don't know. The movie tries to explain it, but there is no real reason he doesn't want the money. He doesn't care about the money. He just decided, oh, I should rob the bank. Like I should do new things or something. I think is like the explanation. Like so fucking stupid. It's just a bad crime comedy. You know, this is not Coen Brothers. This is not Burn After Reading. This is not, you know, Raising Arizona. Like movies that are actually good and funny and, you know, actually have some violence and stuff in there too, like thrown in. Like this movie is like, oh, we're just gonna try to be funny. Like the most violence you see is someone punching somebody. Like it just wants to be this straight, you know, crime comedy, but there's no thrills in it. There's nothing in it. It's just slow and stupid. I mean, it's saved. Not saved. No, it's not saved. There's you know, you have James Caan and Vera Farmiga. They're good in it. Keanu Reeves fits his role. Um, you know, and there's a couple funny lines. You know, maybe if Vera Farmiga got naked or something, it'd make it fucking semi worth watching. But this is a total pass, man. Even if you're into this genre, which I am, I tend to, you know, I tend to lean towards like serious crime thrillers, but I like crime comedies. Like fucking, I thought Burn After Reading was one of the Coen Brothers' best. I laughed my ass off at that fucking movie. This, you will not laugh your ass off. You'll maybe smile at a couple lines and then go, what is the point of this? We have no characters to really root for. It's like you're supposed to root for this fucking dumbass guy who goes to jail for no reason and then robs a bank for no reason. For what? What are we supposed to care? And you know exactly where it's going to go the whole time. You know how it's going to end. There's just absolutely nothing to Henry's crime. Um, that's it. There's good actors and a couple, you know, chuckles at most. That's it. What does that get you? I don't know. 1 star, 2 stars. I can't wait to fucking just bring this back to the store and get something hopefully much better. But yeah, fuck this movie. It's a piece of shit. Totally bombed. It was barely released. It was a limited release, but it was like the budget was like 12 million. Its box office was 200,000. I remember it was like listed somewhere as you know, one of the biggest bombs of the year. Well, I mean, I don't know how fair that is because it was barely released, but um, it didn't deserve it. I could see why it was barely released. It didn't deserve, like, despite, you know, some star power in it. It didn't deserve a big release. It doesn't deserve to get discovered on DVD, and it doesn't deserve a following. It doesn't deserve a watch. I'm gonna be generous and give this piece of shit 2 stars.